Hi, in today's video, you're going to learn 10 strategies for taking one single piece of content and repurposing it so that you get tons of traffic and potential customers coming to your website. Hi, I'm Andrea Stenberg, the baby boomer entrepreneur, and social media marketing is all about creating great content, but it's hard to come up with new ideas all the time. So rather than always having to come up with a fresh idea, why not reuse the stuff that you've already created? So how does this work? First and foremost, you want to create an absolutely amazing blog post. For most people, a blog should be the center of your social media marketing strategy. It is part of your website. It's a platform that you own. You're not stuck on Facebook, Twitter, or something, somebody else owns. You own that property. You have complete control over it. And having a blog drives more traffic. It gives people a reason to come back to your site, and it positions you as an expert in your field. So write a great blog post on a topic that your potential customers are going to find interesting, informative, or entertaining, or all three. Make sure you include a fabulous picture with your blog post. It will make your blog post more engaging. If somebody comes across your site, they see the picture, they'll be more likely to stop and take a look. But there's another reason. So tip number 2, you've got the blog post done. If you're on WordPress, use the Jetpack plugin, and when you hit publish on your blog post, it will automatically send the post to Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Google+, assuming you've got those all hooked up to your blog. So one action, it goes to 5 different places, and that's why you want a really great picture, so that when it gets posted to social media, the picture is with the link to your blog post. And when it comes to choosing pictures, I find short pictures work best on Facebook and Google+. So I've taken to creating images now that are the full width of my blog and about 200 pixels wide, so that they take up the full width of the column on Facebook, and they look really nice and big and beautiful on Google+. So you've got 2 tips. The third tip then is to take your blog post and pick out quotes, interesting bits. Maybe you have a statistic or something shocking that you've said, or an opinion that might be controversial, and take those quotes and turn them into posts that can go to Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, everywhere, and schedule them maybe using a tool like Hootsuite. So over the next several weeks, different days, different times of the day, they go out with a link back to your blog post. Because if you published it right now, a lot of the people that you follow may not be online and may not see it. So if you have it spread out over the next few weeks, odds are a lot of the people won't see it multiple times. And if they do, not all of them are going to stop to read it right away. So spreading it out will get more people to see it. So that was tip number 3. Tip number 4 is to create a tall, narrow image for your blog post and pin it to Pinterest with a link back to your blog post. And of course, you make sure you have good keywords in the title of your pin and in the description, so that you get good SEO, search engine optimization, plus the link back to your blog post. But we're not done. Take your blog post and turn it into a PowerPoint presentation. So instead of having maybe 1 or 2 images, you might have 5, 10, however long your blog post is, and however many images it makes sense. Put it into PowerPoint and upload it to SlideShare. If you haven't heard of SlideShare, it's a social networking site where you can share, you guessed it, slideshows. And I've been having amazing results with SlideShare, and I don't have very many slideshows up there, but I'm getting tons of traffic from it. So turn your blog post into a slideshow, use some great images, a couple of bits of text from your blog post article, and make sure that you have a link back to either the blog post or to an opt-in on your on your website so that when people discover you on SlideShare, they actually get back to your website. So that was your 5th way to use the one great idea you had. So number 6 is take that slideshow you just made to share on SlideShare and using screen capture software, narrate it and turn it into a video that you can upload to YouTube. YouTube is owned by Google. Google loves YouTube. So you will get lots of search engine optimization and lots of people will discover you. And make sure you include a great title and a good description and of course a link back to your blog. So that was tip number 6. Now, number 7, same idea, same content. Take that YouTube video and post it to your blog. So you've had a blog post and sometime, you don't want to do it the next day, but maybe a week or 2 later, you can embed that YouTube video right on your blog post, maybe put a short description, boom, you've got another use for it. So that was number 7. Number 8, take that same YouTube video and put it on LinkedIn. LinkedIn now has multimedia that you can add to your profile, so you can add that to your LinkedIn profile or post it as an update or post it in one of the groups if it's appropriate. You can post it on your Facebook page. You can now pin videos to Pinterest. So you can send the link out on Twitter. So you've taken that blog post or that video based on your blog post and spread it all around. So you're getting even more traction. And of course you want to have links back to, you guessed it, your blog. So that was 8 ways to use one great idea. Number 9, take the audio from your video and turn it into an MP3 that you can use either directly on your blog or that you can turn into a podcast and upload to iTunes or Stitcher or one of those other podcasting tools so that people who don't watch videos and don't want to read can reach your content and then of course have a link back to your site. So we're at 9 ways to use your amazing content, one idea. The next is to the 9th way or the 10th way is to take the slides from your slideshow and all the various points and turn it into an infographic. You've seen infographics. There's long, tall, colorful graphics that have stats and information and interesting stuff, and everybody shares them all over the place. So create an infographic and then you can share it on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, Google+, and spread it all around. And there you go. One great idea. You turn it into a blog post and then you take that blog post, spread it all over the internet, and then repurpose it and spread those all over the internet, all with links back to your website. And you will find you're going to have great impact on your search engine optimization. You're going to get more traffic back to your website and you're going to be positioning yourself as an expert, and people are going to be saying, man, you're everywhere. You must be the most knowledgeable person in your field. So I hope I've given you some great ideas for repurposing your content. Again, I'm Andrea Stenberg from the Baby Boomer Entrepreneur, and I'll see you on the next video.